going on? Let's read a little newspaper, shall we? Minnesota Star Tribune, Saturday, December 6th. Tomorrow's December 7th. That's the date of the attack on Pearl Harbor. We got that right. Panel nixes a vaccine for newborns. Hepatitis B shots have been routine for decades. New proposal recommends only if moms are infected or status is unknown. I was just hearing this on the radio, and they did say that anybody who wants their child to have it can still get it. So, again, that's perfect. It's culling the herd. Minneapolis Police Department goes over budget by $19.6 million. You know what's so funny about stuff like this? Like, why doesn't some rich person pay it? You know what I mean? Rich people don't do that. Like, just say, look, I'm donating this year to get them back on budget. Rich people don't do that, do they? They hoard. Frank Gehry died. Architect. This guy right here. Right there. He's famous. Providers blast pause on group homes. Yes, Minnesota's trying to be super anti-fraud because they got screwed a couple of times. But, it's the baby with the bathwater kind of thing. It's like, it doesn't work that way. Trump's new strategy slams European allies. It's so weird, isn't it? It's just so weird. Like, why? Those are our allies. They fought beside us. They've been with us forever, and now you're just telling them to fuck off? Really? God, Republicans, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I just don't get it. Tests find manganese in wells near Emily. Emily's not a person, it's a place. Possible mine prompts probe that finds water often is already tainted. They're looking to put in a new mine, and they found out. It's kind of funny. Smart people will still get their kids taken care of with all those things. Don't grow up to be as crazy as we are. FIFA flatters Trump with inaugural Peace Prize. Now, did you guys see that? That staggers the imagination. Because what is FIFA? So FIFA, right, the soccer federation thing. Huge, powerful, right? A lot of sorts of people. They've made up, they're giving away, rather than Nobel, they're giving away their own FIFA Peace Prize. And they're going to give it to Donald Trump. Now that alone says how fucking stupid the people at FIFA are, because they believe that a guy that is currently just murdering people left and right and deserves a Peace Prize. Or they're just kissing ass, just licking butthole, that's probably what they're doing. Australia bans kids' social media. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's a good idea, but oh man, kids, they don't need it, but it's part of life. You know what I mean? It's how they communicate in a lot of ways. I mean, it drove me nuts how much my kids were on their phone, but they both grew up to be perfectly normal people. It's one of those, the kids today, they're all gonna, we can't have trains, they'll scare the cows. Heatified architectures, conventions, and boundaries. That's Frank Gehry again. There he is again. No, it isn't. That's one of his buildings. A picture of Frank. FIFA. Oh, here's your Peace Prize. In Russia talks, and NATO allies worry Trump is going rogue. Anxious and distrustful European leaders fear U.S. betrayal of Ukraine. Isn't he always rogue? I don't think he thinks about anything. He just does, So, he better not give it away. He can't give it away to them. because Ukraine can say fuck no. U.S. raid allegedly kills Syrian undercover agent, not ISIS target. That's our current administration. DC pipe bomb suspect disappointed by Trump loss. Yeah, you know what? I got to see this. This feels false flag, just like the Charlie Kirk guy, just like the one who supposedly shot Trump in the ear. The amazing fast healing ear. Path for Epstein records is clear. Fuck you. Put them out or shut up. I'm so sick of talking about it, you know? Well, they're going to knock it away, and now we're going to make baby. Bondi criticizes state's handling of accused rapist. Honey, the Hennepin County attorney, you know what I mean, could debate Pam Bondi into a hole. You know what I mean? Pam Bondi is such a fucking lightweight. She's a cunt. Oh, I used the word. I didn't want to use that word. She's a dick. They're all dicks. I don't like the C word. It's the sound of it. I don't like the sound of it. Waymo driverless vehicles meet opposition in Minneapolis City Council. Driverless vehicles, I don't know. Are we ready? Why don't we just drive our own cars? Call me crazy. Or take the bus. Visa denials deflate program. Minnesota State Mankato has about 200 fewer international students compared to the same time last year. If you were an international student, would you want to come to America right now? You got me, man. Moratorium on group homes. Where's advocates? Yeah, again, baby bathwater, baby. You know what I'm saying? Our STEM workforce gap begins earlier than Minnesota thinks. Early exposure shapes whether children see themselves as capable in STEM later on. Yeah, you know, America, you know, we don't want to educate, right? We don't want to pay for education, right? That's the Republican, that's the Trumps, that's what they're doing. They want to destroy the education system. I mean, not for the rich. They want to have a good private, you know, schools, publicly funded though by us for their kids, but you know, the rest of the system, they hope it just falls apart, right? I mean, because they don't give a fuck about other people. To follow Mississippi's gains in literacy, I read about that. They really just took off. Minnesota needs librarians. I like librarians. I thought, you know, maybe I could, you know, be a librarian Monday, but I talk too much, just way too much. You know, I'd be like, shh, and I'd be like, no, you shh, I'm the librarian. Brutal. Amend the Constitution to eliminate presidential pardons. You know, that would be just fine. Because look what Trump has done with that, too. He's fucked that up. You know, generally a president goes out and he gives pardons to people where there's question, you know, this person, they weren't guilty or something's changed, and he's just giving pardons to anyone who kisses his butthole again. You know what I mean? That's all he wants. What do we do? What are we supposed to do? No proof of harm from hepatitis B shots. Yeah, smart people know that. That's cool though. Like, you know, culling the herd, right? Supreme Court to take up birthright citizenship. They'll toss that too. You know they will. My God. EU hits Elon Musk's ex with a $140 million fine, and the Republicans are mad at the EU. You don't do that to this corporation. They love corporations, though. That's one thing they do love. They absolutely love corporations. They hate you unless you got a shitload of money and you're giving it to Trump and kissing his ass. Or a peace prize or something, you know. What Trump has done is kind of shown us what power really looks like. You know what I mean? Like, he flaunts it. He's he's wickedly powerful, right? President of the United States of America. And he flaunts it. And so we see how this works. We see people buckle under him. And, you know, what I can't understand is all these people. I mean, the people that, you know how everybody's saying, God, he's got the biggest lightweights in his cabinet, you know, just a bunch of losers and what have you. And I think that's right. What was I talking about again? I don't even remember. Well, you know, there's not a whole lot going on out there, so let's take a quick look at the sports, shall we? We haven't looked at the sports for a while. State tourney date irks coaches. Nah, the coaches are ticked off. They're not going to put up with that crap. No, it's only one day. The MSHSL, the Minnesota State High School League, moved boys basketball tournament 1 week later for 2026 so games could remain at Williams Arena. And the coaches are mad that what that 1 week is. Oh, we can't possibly. we would have won if it was the other week. Oh, parents are not happy about it. There are some spring sports kids who are going to be delayed. Oh, it's parents and their kids' sport. One sport's getting in the way of the other. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Twins not planning a major shakeup. Yeah, why would you? You got quite a team there. You know, you're doing all right. Daniels will return from elbow injury to play Vikings. J.J. McCarthy is going to play. Oh, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he's really good. I'm still on the J.J. McCarthy. I think give him the whole season. Give him the whole season. Don't put any pressure on him. Don't tell him he's going to lose it if he loses. Blah, blah, blah. You know, he's got a great team. If he can settle in and not have to be so worried because, you know what I mean? He's just on such a tight rope. Just let him play. Say, it's yours, man. Take it. Get out there. Be cool. Hot streak stopped ice cold. That's a nice headline. Coach John Hines laments lackadaisical play in Calgary as Western road trip continues. That was the Minnesota Wild. Mad respect for Tommy's in NCAA defeat. I like volleyball. Do you like volleyball? Volleyball. I like volleyball. It's a great sport to watch. The games go fast. You know what I mean? It's just fun to watch. Whapping the ball at each other, man. They're just smacking it. And like every game, somebody gets whacked in the head. That's why we watch. No, that's not funny. That can lead to concussions. That beeping, that's my cooking thing. No way. Oh yeah, all right. No. Signs point to Phoenix as used likely bowl destination. Yeah, funny. It's kind of like, oh, you're gonna get a bowl. Don't worry about it. You know, wasn't it just the Rose Bowl at one time? Like, but we didn't win any games. Oh, then you'll be going to the toilet bowl. Then yeah. Wild's 13-game streak ends in a dud. Okay, so the Wild had a 13-game streak. That's a big deal. Should be excited about that. Campbell reportedly headed to Penn State. My first thought was Earl Campbell, because I'm of a certain age. I thought, what's Earl Campbell going to go to Penn State for? But it's Matt Campbell. Who's that? Michael Jordan is in something about suing NASCAR antitrust. I don't know. It's too complicated. Right? We don't want to deal with that. Determined Williams is a big boost for Bethel. Bethel defensive back Devin Williams Wright, a senior from Fridley, returns a punt against St. Scholastica in the river. Yeah, he's quite a player. Apparently, he gets his own article, paper. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Women's hockey scores late to stop St. Thomas. Gophers. That's funny. Oh, it says Gophers Roundup. All right. Thanks for staying on for the sports. And there really wasn't much in the news. There was, admittedly, it was kind of boring. But, I think we need to check in on these things. Make sure, we got to cross our T's and dot our I's. You know what I mean? You and me, we got to put that, right over there in the parking lot and then get to, some serious coming together, melding of ideas and thoughts and that sort of thing. So thanks for watching.